There are 6 drivers out there who could take pole. There are 2 who desperately need it for their World Championship.
So just looking at the wind speed, looks like it may have picked up a little bit, so just be mindful of that. Turn wind, turn 4.
Will he get into the 11s with this, Hamilton? He does. It's a mid-11 and then immediately gets out of the way.
Here's Nico Rosberg to cross the line. The car that could have blocked Lewis Hamilton there was Daniel Ricciardo. Rosberg crosses the line 3/10 behind his teammate. Felipe Nasser trying to get from 20th somewhere out of the bottom 16. Doesn't. Stays 20th. Disappointment in his home Grand Prix for Felipe Nasser. Started 13th, finished 13th last year. You see now, going towards the center S's, just what happened to Jenson Button. Big lock-up. Struggling all the way through, and he doesn't improve.
Jenson, that's P17, P17.
Yeah, we definitely sorted those problems out, haven't we?
Kevin Magnussen improved, but didn't get out of qualifying. His teammate, out of Q1, I should say, his teammate, Jolyon Palmer, has. Joining Magnussen, being knocked out of Q1, Pascal Wehrlein and Esteban Ocon. Once again, Wehrlein out-qualifying Ocon by a 100th of a second this time. And Marcus Ericsson and Felipe Nasser, Sauber, last on the grid. Nico Rosberg slots in behind his teammate once again. This time the gap is less than, or just over, I should say, a 1/10 of a second between Hamilton and Rosberg.
I haven't noticed any tailing off of Massa's performance. He knows he's on the home run now, towards the end of his Formula One career, and he's still very much on it. A few spits of rain on the camera lens.
And he is up by 5/100ths of a second on any time he needs to get into the top 10. Fernando Alonso goes 7th fastest as we look now to Felipe Massa and Nico Hülkenberg. Massa next across the line. Can he get in the top 10? He can. He's 9th for the time being. Nico Hülkenberg goes 8th, and that pushes Massa 10th. And Sergio Perez on the track at the moment could beat that. Carlos Sainz might be able to beat that as well. The 2 might need a head start to get out of Interlagos if they manage to do it. Sainz crosses the line. He's missed out on Q3. All eyes on Sergio Perez, who does put his Force India into the top 10. That is a vital moment in the battle between Force India and Williams. Romain Grosjean crosses the line, goes 9th fastest, and that pushes Valtteri Bottas out of the top 10 as well. Williams, who had the pace, they were 3rd and 4th fastest in first practice yesterday, haven't made Q3, while both Force Indias have.
So it's not been a great qualifying for the Brazilian drivers.
His 250th Grand Prix will come in Abu Dhabi, his 13th and final appearance at Interlagos this weekend. And we can follow Rosberg along now. Hamilton's put in a 17.7 for the first sector. It's the best first sector time we've had in this Q3 session. Down the Reta Reposta we go with Nico Rosberg towards the Skido del Lago, the late descent corner, and he's actually up on his teammate, albeit by a merest fraction. Rosberg's put in a better first sector.
Oh, singing. The engine was singing off the exit of turn 4. Now the unsighted double right-hander. Kiss the first apex, make sure you get the second apex, and get ready for this little right. Climb the curb on the inside, and
we see Toto or Nicky. Now we see Hamilton, as it was Martin in the first of the flying laps in Q3. Hamilton then puts in a really good middle sector with his teammate up through the first sector. Hamilton crosses the line and improves on his time. It's a 1:10.7, and that is what Rosberg's aiming for. And Rosberg only a 10th behind on his teammate through the middle sector. It is Hamilton by the merest of margins and climbing his way towards the top of the hill now. Is it going to be a 3rd pole in 3 years at Interlagos for Rosberg? No, it's not. He's missed out by a 1/10 of a second. Hamilton gets pole over his teammate. Mercedes lock out the front row. Behind them, Max Verstappen behind Kimi Raikkonen, who slots in 3rd place. Raikkonen has out-qualified Sebastian Vettel for the 4th race in a row. Verstappen out-qualifies Daniel Ricciardo. Romain Grosjean 7th fastest ahead of Hülkenberg, Perez and Fernando Alonso. Big smiles for a front row lockout from Toto Wolff and Niki Lauda, but I would imagine an even bigger smile under the Ayrton Senna crash helmet of Lewis Hamilton, because he starts on pole for the Brazilian Grand Prix in 2016.